Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Stay tuned for Reds baseball next. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
At the plate, Ozzie Smith. He will lead this one off today. First delivery to him on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game.
First pitch, 110.
Fastball called for strike 2.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Fouled away. Hops this one up, but this will land untouched. Here's another 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Enos Slaughter.
Digging in now, Enos Slaughter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Grounded to third. He's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Stan Musial.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent. Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone, good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Cardinals nothing. Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Miles Mikolas gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box, Barry Larkin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Now here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting second, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So stepping in, Joe Morgan. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Morgan is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Fouled off. The next 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
At the plate, George Foster looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And the pitch. And he fouls this one off. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Three balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Rogers Hornsby. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Gray ready with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. To 1-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 1-2.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Yadier Molina. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is on the ground, is short. Could be 2. To Morgan at the bag. Over to Perez, and it's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Lou Brock. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now the 2-1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Paul Goldschmidt would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. In now for the Reds, Tony Perez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Tony Perez.
First pitch on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
2-0.
2-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. Hornsby has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Stepping in, Johnny Bench. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bench, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
The 1-1. Michaelis, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Got him. So digging in now, Adam Dunn will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Dunn with that open stance, and here's the pitch. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And another foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Swung on and bounced toward Rogers Hornsby at second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman, Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Shot towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Batting 8, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Looking at his career totals, Carpenter enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. The 1-0.
Nope.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Lane Thomas will be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Lane Thomas. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 2-0 home.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. No balls and a strike to count. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Gray ready with the 0-1.
1-1.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Foster will put it away, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in, Eugenio Suarez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way.
Inside ball.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
And he misses again, 2-0.
2-0.
And the pitch. 2-1 the count. Now the pitch. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Good battle. Count remains full.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The next 3-2. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land out there just foul. Once again a 3-2. Suarez left field and carrying well. And it's gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 148 for his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Standing in now, Eric Davis.
Number 44.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Thomas is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Now to the plate, Barry Larkin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. That's inside.
In there, 1-1. Slow little roller to third. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Reds. All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Enos Slaughter. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Three and one.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another chance? Stan Musial. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Slaughter aboard here at first with nobody out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back up the middle. Oh, what a stop. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting.
Just like they drew it up. A great dive and stop to get the double play started, and then a perfect flip from his belly. Add this one to the highlight reel.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Rogers Hornsby. First pitch on its way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Castellanos is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Redbirds down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Morgan comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Second baseman, Joe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball laid off well below the knees. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the fourth. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Now the 3-0 offering. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
To the plate now, George Foster, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Ball 2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Tony Perez. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is the left fielder. To the track, to the wall, into the upper deck, and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Into the box, Johnny Bench. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air out to left. Stan, the man, waits on this one. And he's got it for out number 1.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Adam Dunn.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and in steps Adam Dunn. Dunn with that open stance, and here's the pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs already home here. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Popped him up. Smith is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now in the box, Eric Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. but once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base run.
Nicholas Castellanos is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. A 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives into frustrating for a pitcher.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Alex Reyes answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Reyes.
Stepping in now, Barry Larkin. Liner towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
Joe Morgan is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-0. Swung on and bounced toward Rogers Hornsby at second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We played 4. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals nothing. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They're still staring at a 0 in the hits column, so it's certainly been a struggle. But he did give credit to the pitching they've faced. That said, he said it's important they keep pushing to figure out how to break through without getting overly frustrated. It's time to simplify things as much as possible, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yadier Molina.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pitch on the way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Here it comes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box now, Lou Brock. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Brock, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Now the 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping up to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0.
2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Gray now on 2-0. 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. First home run of the campaign for him, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Foster is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cardinals do get 1 back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals 1. Digging in and looking for more, George Foster. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Foster.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Payoff pitch one more time. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Now batter, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Ready for another shot now. Tony Perez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Slaughter is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Ready now, Johnny Bench. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's low.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Two out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1. Adam Dunn would be next if they can keep this inning alive. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter.
Now they'll have to deal here with Adam Dunn, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the stretch.
Ball, that's in.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Two balls and no strikes to the Reds DH.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Two balls and a strike.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
There's a swing and a high fly ball out to left field. This ball's got a chance, and this one is gone.
And he must have had a big old country breakfast this morning, pal. Boy, oh boy.
A two-run home run for Adam Dunn. Second home run early in the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Dero. The hitters on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Eugenio Suarez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's the Reds 8 and the Cardinals 1. Stepping into the box, Lane Thomas. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. In there, and it's even at 1. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ozzie Smith. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Slow grounder to first. Perez fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Enos Slaughter.
Standing in, Enos Slaughter. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eric Davis. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Line hard. Foul. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Hit in the air out to center field. Thomas has it for route number 1.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. One and two now as that one's fouled off. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. And he takes ball four, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Barry Larkin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Now the 1-1 pitch. Left side. Throw to Hornsby. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding in once again, Stan Musial. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. And that one reaches the power stacks. What a shot. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So a good performance here in this one as he'll give a tip of the cap to the home crowd after he departs, yielding just 2 earned runs. Michael Lorenzen is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Michael Lorenzen.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lorenzen, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
In now, Yadier Molina. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he misses 2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here now the 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Lou Brock waits on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lou.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lou Brock. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well,
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
we got 2 balls, 1 strike.
First and second here with nobody out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. And this is going to get down. Extra bases. And they're starting to make some inroads here. The run scores from second. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's only 1 for 10. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. First and second now, one man out. That's inside, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
It's back up.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Fouled off. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. And he won't go after the cut fastball, 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Ozzie Smith batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball, that's too high.
Two out, bases loaded. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit, and not in time as the run scores, and he's safe.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Raisel Iglesias will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Enos Slaughter. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch coming, here it is. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in once again, Stan Musial. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Back up the middle and through into center field, a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now an 8-7 ball game.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Into the box, Rogers Hornsby. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Iglesias is an absolute flamethrower, of course. You don't have to watch him long before that radar gun really pops and catches your eye.
This is what we're looking for in today's game. We're looking for velocity, and this guy is V-E-L-O, velo. Lights up a radar gun, and he can hit triple digits, and that's one of the reasons why everybody likes to watch this guy throw.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Ready with the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in, Yadier Molina, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Here's the 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. The set and the 1-1. 1-2 now. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they wind up hanging a big 6 spot on the board here as they've made this game interesting again. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Reds out in front, 8-7. Ryan Helsley will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Ryan Helsley.
Bottom of the inning now, and here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up at the track, the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. A A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they've taken a 2-run lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, how about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
No outs, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Three and 0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
.30 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Tony Perez will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
The catcher, number 5, Johnny Bench.
Into the box now, Johnny Bench. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3-0 to him now.
No thanks.
Here's the pitch. Changeup too low. He walked him. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Adam Dunn will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Done with that open stance, and here's the pitch.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now the 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The 2-1 home. Oh, and Dunn connects on one here. This ball sent high in the air to deep right field. Way up into the moon deck and out of here. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they open up a 4-run lead. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happening. This ball's jumping.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
John Gant will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Eugenio Suarez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Not close. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Eric Davis would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Now at the plate, Eric Davis. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set and the pitch.
Nope, outside.
2 out with the man at first. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Thomas makes the catch, and the inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Reds 11 and the Cardinals 7. Robert Stevenson will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Robert Stevenson.
Stepping into the box, Lou Brock.
For the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Lou Brock.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
Pitch is popped up, and oh, this one drops. He'll try again. 1-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Next to the Cardinals,
In now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Inside, he misses. Ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runners on first with 1 down. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Lane Thomas is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
A runner on first with 2 away. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Ozzie Smith. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First offering on its way.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Nope.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Nope.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a liner. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. John Brebbia will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
John Brebbia.
So coming to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Nick Castellanos.
First pitch on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A 1-1. Popped up. Ready on 1 and 2.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, Barry Larkin. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home. Taken strike 1 on the inside corner. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Into the box now, Joe Morgan, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
2 out, nobody on. Nope. 3-0.
3-0.
George Foster would be next. .30 pitch is in there for strike one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Reds 11 and the Cardinals 7. Pedro Strop comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop. Leading off for the Cardinals, the right fielder, number 9.
So now to the plate, Enos Slaughter. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. Popped up. Suarez is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now back, left fielder, Stan Musial.
Digging in, Stan Musial. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fouled away. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Stays alive, still 0-2. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Striding into the box, Yadier Molina. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
The 1-0 home is a slider that backs up for a ball.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Fouled off. Two out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
An 11-7 final in this one. Cincinnati used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Sonny Gray gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Miles Mikolas permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 11 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Sonny Gray. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Miles Mikolas. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.